There is going to be just a little bit of a ranting story, just because my bad. Didn't mean to do that. Whatever. So, I don't know about you Canadian guys up there. I don't know if you guys have a store up there called the Dollar General, like we do here in America. Now, they've been slowly taking over the U.S. They've only been here in our area, I think, for a couple of years, maybe 3 years. I don't know. They've been here a little while, but not very long. But the stores they're getting to be a joke. We have one where my bank is at, in that town over there, and that's becoming a shithole. That's even worse now than it was before. I know that I made a video on it maybe a year ago, or something like that. I know I did like a comparison video between the one over here in the Minnesota side and the one on the North Dakota side. Of course, the one on the North Dakota side's gotten a little sloppy too, but this one over here is just outrageous. What they do is when they get stuff in, they put it on these little carts, and then the carts just sit in the alleys, the hallways, or whatever. I guess the aisles where you walk up and down to look at whatever you want to buy. So there were 3 of them that were blocked. You couldn't even look at anything on those aisles. I took some pictures of them and I'll post them here. But this is just getting to be ridiculous. Okay? This is the worst I've ever seen. I know the pictures are probably not going to do quite that good of justice to prove anything. I was going to get video of it, but it was just, there were so many people around and whatever else. I guess I'm not getting any mail. All right. So, it was just kind of ridiculous. Well, my mom wanted to get, she wanted to see if they had some soap in there, or some new type of soap that she wanted to try. Well, of course, down where the soap is at, it was all full of these fucking carts, So one aisle you could go down, but only one person could go down there because they had the other half, blocked off. You can't really go down it. I mean, 2 people can't go down it at one time. So what ended up happening, because my mother got set up with it, she moved one of the carts out of the way, and she grabbed what she was looking for, and then she just shoved the cart back. And then one of the guys that worked there, there's a new guy that's working there now. I forget his name. I think it was Alex. I don't remember, but he's been there for a couple of weeks now, so I know he's kind of new. But he comes over and he's like, "Please don't move those carts." And he's like, because they are a safety hazard, for people, for the customers, because they're literally up to the top of your head, so they're more or less top heavy. And he says that if people move them, then there's a chance that they could tip over and crush somebody. Well, this is where I kind of got a little pissed off. I didn't get pissed off at him, but because I know there's a lot they can do about it, but he was just like, well, we can't have customers moving these carts. Now I'm sitting here thinking, well, get rid of the fucking carts. Quit putting them where people want to walk and to look at their shit, It's just out fucking outrageous. You can't even go down half those fucking aisles because they're crammed full of freaking carts because they supposedly overstock. Well, here's the thing. This is what they need to start fucking doing. When you know that you have tons of shit in the back, and by the way, where they do store stuff, it's probably literally no bigger than my shop. So, they have that crammed full, and then whatever they have left over, then they got to throw it in the fucking aisles. Okay, first of all, these stores were built very poorly. One guy said that these buildings are built in a factory. They're not built, by hand. They're built in a factory and they're brought in by semis. So built cheaply, not built to hold tons of shit. So, so basically it's overstocked, so then they have way too much crap. And then the other Dollar General on the North Dakota side, when I went there the other day, they had 2 Dollar General trucks there. Okay, and these are big 18-wheelers. I'm not talking little small trucks. These are full-size 18-wheelers. So, of course, the one over here, I don't know how many trucks they get. I know I've seen one there at a time, but they could have more than one. Well, here's the thing. If you don't have the room for this stuff, for everything, then reject the damn load. You can reject it, be like, hey, I don't have the storage for this, okay? Take it back to wherever the fuck it come from. Get rid of it. I don't have the room for it. This Dollar General is being ran very piss poorly. The shelves are usually empty. They're hardly ever stocked of anything that we need. They work Monday through Sunday. They never take a day off. They work many hours. Unless it's like a holiday or something, then they work less hours. Or if there's less people, then they might take a day or two off per week because they're overwhelmed. There's people don't really want to work there. Because I don't know why. They had things on there that says how much they get paid per hour, and it looks like it's it's pretty good. I'm not saying it's the best, but I don't know if you could I don't think you can make a living off it, but I think you could pay your bills okay. I don't know. So, but to me it looks like they would get okay money. So it's not really much they should be bitching about. Everybody thinks they want to make $1,000 an hour. That's not really an option. So, even I think it was a couple of weeks ago, we went on a Monday, and my mom was going to go in there and get some things at the Dollar General. And mind you, it was a Monday. It was a weekday. They were closed. They were closed, supposedly something to do with freight. So I don't know if they didn't have, if the trucks weren't coming in on that day or what. I don't know. But they were closed on a Monday. See, this store is being ran piss poorly. Probably not just one, it's probably all of them across America. But I can't really speak for all the other stores because I only have 2 stores that are within driving distance of my house. So I don't know what they would be like in other small towns or in cities or anything like that because I haven't been to those towns and cities yet. So I don't know. But for the 2 that I'm dealing with, it's a shit show. It's ridiculous. I'm not going in them anymore. Because you just can't fucking do anything. So it's just ridiculous, and the guy has the balls to say to my mom, please don't move the carts because it's a safety hazard. What do you mean a fucking safety hazard? They're right there. If anybody should bump into them, either with their body or the cart, their shopping cart, the damn thing could still fucking tip over, If you're sitting there saying that it's a hazard to people, get it the fuck out of there then. What the fuck is so stupid about? It's ridiculous. How dare you say that? You sit there and you say that this is a hazard, by us moving the fucking carts. Get them out of there then, so we don't have to fucking move them. Quit getting so goddamn much of the shit then. If you don't have the storage in the back for it, take what you can, reject the rest. If you lose fucking money. It's better than pissing off your fucking customers, So, and then when that guy said, "Please don't touch the carts," it's a tripping hazard and whatever else. Well, my mom even kind of snapped back, and she's like, "Well, geez, I can't even get down 2 of these fucking aisles," And all he said was, "Well, I'm sorry. I had to kick you in the nuts. That's what I had to fucking do." You know, how do you expect people to buy, to buy stuff from your store when half of the damn aisles are full of these carts full of stuff to be sold? It makes no fucking sense. So, we can't touch the carts because it's a hazard. By the way, we're going to just keep doing it anyway because fuck you, that's why. So we're not allowed to touch them, but yet you have them there and you're blocking the things that we need to buy. Okay? It's outrageous. And in that one aisle, you'll see it in the picture. I'm pretty sure I took a picture of it. I think it was the one where there's clothes on that aisle. Nobody can go down that aisle. Okay, so if there's a shirt there or a pair of pants or something that you want and you've been maybe eyeing it for a while and you want to go buy it because you finally maybe got the money to do it, good luck getting to it because you ain't getting to it. I'll look at it this way. I'll show it here because this is a good comparison. If you wanted to get down that aisle to get to your pair of pants, this is all the room you would have. Right there at the bottom. The distance between my mower deck and my four-wheeler. That's it. Okay, and I'm a big guy. I got the shovel in the way. Okay, I'm a big guy. I'm stuck. I can't go any further than this now because now my gut hangs out, There's no room. And you're not getting your shopping cart down here. So, like, what the fuck? It's outrageous. Get the damn carts out of there. Quit overstocking then. I get that that's how, stuff in the Dollar General is cheaper because it's basically overstock, that's left over from the warehouses and they want to get rid of it, and you can get it for a little bit less. But you're not pleasing your customers by shoving all this shit into the aisles, and we can't grab what we want to grab. And people in that town, I don't think they complain because they don't want to hurt anybody's fucking feelings. Well, get over it. Sure, you're going to hurt some feelings, but you know what? You need to. Now, most of the Dollar Generals are, like I said, are probably like this. At least these two that I deal with are like that. But it's still not okay. It doesn't matter if you're in a small town or in a big giant city. That's not the right thing to do. And then you expect us to come in there, buy your shit, but we can't get to your shit to begin with. It's just outrageous. I'm pissed off about it. I'm sick of it. I'm not going in those fucking places anymore. I'm trying to convince Mother not to go in there anymore, but she's kind of being a hard ass on it. And she's like, well, this is the only place I can get my shit. And I was like, yeah, you can get your shit on fucking line, too. You know what? If I got to pay an extra $10 for shipping and buying whatever, I would rather buy it online and get it and not have to worry about, can I get down an aisle? And this is the worst that we've ever seen it because the Mother went in there, we went in there the other day, too, I think, and it was pretty packed, too. And then the one on the North Dakota side, they're getting to be just as bad. When they first opened, theirs on the North Dakota side there, it was really clean. The aisles weren't that packed. I mean, they had a few things here and there, but it was very little. And they're getting to be just like this one now, just packed. But this one over here is the pictures that you'll see are the ones from here on the Minnesota side, the one that I deal with, that where my bank is at in that town. That is the worst I've seen it since that place opened up. And that's unacceptable. You're never going to please your customers. Yes, we can get a better deal on stuff there. Pop's a little bit cheaper, water's a little bit cheaper. Whatever you need, you can get it for maybe a couple dollars cheaper. Is it worth it to struggle to go down an aisle that's no wider than your fucking cart to try to get something, and then when you want to go get something, you see it over there, right? It's over there, but you got this cart in the way. You can't get to it because the cart's in the way. So you grab the cart, you move it out of the way, you grab what you need, and then you get yelled at by the employee, the fucker that works there. Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fucking shit out. You know what? Go get a fucking trailer then. Go buy a 54-foot semi-trailer, a used one. You can get them for like $1,000 or less. Put it in the backyard of your building and use that as an extra place to store shit then. Don't put it in the fucking aisles where people have to fucking walk and get their shit. You know. These buildings are built piss poor, and that's what one guy said too. They are built piss poor. They're not designed correctly. They're designed to save as much money as possible. The aisles are so skinny that when two people go up and down the aisles, you know, like one's going north, one's going south, kind of like, well, you both have to get over to one, like, to hug the aisle or the shelves just to even get a quarter of an inch of space between the carts. You know, so you're not bumping into each other. Now, if you went to a big grocery store, the aisles are nice and wide, plenty of room for people to get through, you know. It's fucking ridiculous. So, now, no. I'm not doing my business with the Dollar General anymore. That's just fucking garbage, and it's ridiculous. And now this is getting to be even worse. I mean, eventually we're not even going to be able to walk down the fucking aisles. You know, I don't know. I just, you know, I wanted to snap at that guy because it was like, well, get your fucking carts out of here, then go throw them in the goddamn fucking back where they belong, not in the aisles where people fucking walk. You fucking hypocrite son of a bitch. I'm so sick of this fucking places. It's outrageous. You can't walk anywhere, do anything. You move the fucking cart, you get yelled at. You know. How would I slam your fucking head into one of those fucking carts? Maybe it'll make you realize some fucking things then, you know? Fuck you, you fucking cunt. I'm gonna shove you off a fucking bridge. Saves the world some fucking peace. Be one less fucking idiot to fucking deal with. You know? But he's just a worker, you know? But it's just the fact. Don't sit there and say, hey, don't move those carts, you know, it's a hazard. Get him out of there then. You know what to fucking do. They don't belong in you know, where people walk to get their shit, you know. Put them in the back. You know. But I think the backs are all filled up too. Okay, then don't take any more than that you can handle. If you can only take half a truckload, that's all you take then. It's half a truckload. You know. And then if they say that they can't take the other half of the load, you know, they can't take it back, then tell them to go dump it off in a ditch somewhere and then forget it. You know. If I was running that fucking store, that's how it would be. You know. I'm only taking what I can take, and if I can't take any more, they can do whatever they want with it. They can go throw it in the ditch for all I care. You know. I'm not going to piss off my customers by filling up the fucking, you know, alleys with fucking, you know, crates. You know, this is how you piss people off, and then you lose business because they don't want to come to your crap. I mean, you just lost one customer already. I'm done. Now, I mean, I'm probably one out of 1,000 that go into that place, but people around here are too afraid to fucking speak their mind, you know. So, yes, you're going to hurt some feelings, but it's just a part of fucking life, you know. If things ain't being done right, you have to say something. You have to bitch about it, and you have to make sure that it gets corrected. You know. So, until they straighten up their act and figure out a different fucking game plan, I'm done with the Dollar Generals. You know. I'm not supporting them anymore. They're not getting any of my money. So, fuck them. I seriously don't fucking care anymore. So, but it is what it is. So, hate those fucking places. And like I said, I don't know if any of you guys up in Canada have them or not, but you know what? Do us all a favor and stay away from them. Don't support them because they're a fucking joke. Just go to anywhere but there, you know. So, but because it's just ridiculous. can't even walk. Can't even walk down a fucking alley, and you either get bitched at, or you can't walk, period. You're stuck. You know? And then what's so stupid, too, is that when you have all this fucking shit in the, you know, the alleys, you know, well, if there's another person coming head on with you, somebody has to go back down a different aisle and let that other person pass. You know, shouldn't have to be doing that. There should be enough room to get 2 carts by. But we can't do that because they take up half of the aisle with those fucking crates. You know, outrageous. I absolutely fucking hate it. I think it's stupid. These places definitely need to be burned down. You know, it's not right. So, anyways, guys, I'm taking off because I'm cold now. So, I'm gonna go do some other things and whatever else. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna take off. So I guess I have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.